Welcome to Rising Leader Mastery. And we are nothing but digital leaders who are envisioned for completing 200 book summaries in the entire year. On this journey, we have completed 83 book summaries. Today, we are going to have 4 book summaries in the form of mind map. Let us see how we can take it forward and from each and every book summary. Let me share my screen. Here are the 4 book summaries that I want to share today. I hope so my screen is visible. Ravikran, is my screen visible? Great. I think so you are muted. Fine, no problem. So
Visible, yes.
yeah, fine. Thank you. So here are the 4 books that we are going to cover today. The first book that we are going to see here is The 5 Levels of Leadership, written by John C. Maxwell. The second book that we are going to see here is The Artist's Way, written by Julia Cameron. And the third book that we are going to see here is Good People, written by Anthony Zan. And the fourth book, which is very important for me, Brief Answers to the Big Questions, written by Stephen Hawking. You might be heard about Stephen Hawking, who will be sitting on chair and who created the miracles in the world. So let us see each and every book summary in 4 formats. We will see only 3-4 things from every book summary. What's in that book, quote from the author, top 3 lessons of the book, and key learnings that we can take it forward in our daily lives. So these are the 4 things we cover from each and every book summary. Without any delay, let's get started. I recommend you to take digital notes, either typing on the notepads or typing on some text editors or writing on sticky notes or taking notes on the paper. So take notes, and at the end of the session, we can discuss any Q&A. So let's get started. So the 5 levels of leadership, what's in this book written by John C. Maxwell? Let us see. How to lead others with lasting influence by focusing on people instead of your position. So we are seeing how to lead others with lasting influence by focusing on people instead of position. Let me repeat this. How to lead others with long-lasting influence by focusing on people instead of position. So let us hear from the author itself. Nobody achieves anything great by giving the minimum. If you want to achieve the great, you need to put the maximum. No team win championships without making sacrifices and giving their best, said by John C. Maxwell. John C. Maxwell, what he's saying that you need to put your 100% to make your team win as well as you win in the world. So let us see what are the top 3 lessons of this book, the 5 levels of leadership. Your management position or your current job role means nothing to those you lead when compared to the power of your personality and values. So when you compare your job position with your personality, when you compare your job role with your values always have more impact than your current position. Second lesson of this book is developing relationships of trust is one of the most important things you can do to have a long-term impact for the good. So if you want to have a long-term impact, develop the relationship of the trust. And the third powerful lesson from this book is to make the biggest difference in your company and the lives of your people or your family or your colleagues or your friends. You must train others to be leaders themselves. This is one of the key points that connected with me. So that is the reason I have selected this book summary. To make the biggest difference in your company or to impact the lives of your people, you must train others to be leaders themselves.
Yes. Correct.
So these are the three lessons. Let me repeat again. Your position has less value than your personality. Your personality has higher value. Develop trust, which will help you to have long-term impact. And third powerful lesson is train others to be leaders themselves. So let us see the key learnings. What are the 5 levels of leadership? So, and we will see each and every level what we need to do in our daily life. So there are 5 levels of leadership. First level is nothing but your position. Second level is nothing but permission. Third level is nothing but production. Fourth level is people development. And fifth level is pinnacle. Pinnacle is nothing but to reach the top of the world. So these are the 5 P's, or you can also call as 5 P's of the leadership: position, permission, production, people development, pinnacle. So let us see each and every level and what we can take it forward from our daily lives. Position. So for improving your leadership in the position, whatever the position you are working on, whatever the role that you are performing, whether you are manager, whether you are CEO, whether you are sales, whether you are in development, whether you are in testing, whatever the role you are in, what are your core values? Use your personality and use your identity, and don't use your title. Let that title come from your actions. Rather than a big promotion for you, this is a chance to set your people up for lifelong success. The first level is set position based on your core values, based on your personality. So set your position based on your values. So that is the first level of the leadership. Then second level comes to the permission, where you need to get people's permission to let you lead them by building a relationship of trust with them. So if you don't have rapport with your colleagues, rapport with your people, then there will be tough time to lead them in the long run. So get the permission first to lead them and to build them a trust. Think of your person. Let us see 2 examples here. Suppose, think of a person that you have to spend time with what you don't like. Suppose a person you don't like at all, and you need to spend time with that person. How do you feel? You feel little uncomfortable, right? So just think of a person that you don't have likeness to that person, and you are about to spend almost 8 hours every day in the office. So at that time, how do you feel? You feel like low energy, or you feel that negative attitude, right? Let us take another side of the coin. Imagine you are having a best friend, close friend of your life, and you are going for lunch with that person. How do you feel? You feel that energizing, or you feel that fulfilling. In the same way, if you want to lead any person, first build the trust or rapport with that person. So that is second level of the leadership, which is nothing but seeking permission and getting rapport. So first thing is work on your position based on your core values. Second thing is try to help others with the help of trust and seeking permission. Third level of leadership, once you have set up your position, job role is clear. Once you are set up with the permission, means you have built the trust with the people. Then the third step comes under production. It's nothing but which practices will help you be the most productive. What are the steps that you are taking forward to make the product or services very working for end users? Suppose you created a product, like you might be creating digital product, ebook or courses, or you may be creating a physical product, any household activities, any household products. What are the production values that you put for, and what practices you make it for scaling it up? So this comes under the third level of leadership. How do you lead the production team to produce more and more and to produce the value added worthy products or services? So this is the third level of success or third level of leadership. First level is set your position. Second level is seek permission from others. Third level is focus on your production. Once your production is set all right, then the fourth level of leadership comes under people development, which is nothing but communication skills, or how do you manage the work between the team. This is the job of your managers or upper level employees. So a smart manager will prepare his team to work as a flock of geese, continually switching who is at the head of the V formation. So the V formation, if you see the V formation, your manager is always at the top, and he always pull the employees to pick up the best performance from them. How did he do that? He will divide the work, whatever the task is there, he will divide that work into the team based on their abilities and based on their capabilities and intentions. So people development comes when the production is set right. So once the production is proper in line, then that production work can be distributed to the people. That is comes under the fourth level of leadership. And the fifth level of leadership is pinnacle, reach to the top. Here is an example of the person. Have you ever heard about Socrates?
Yes.
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 Yes. Do you know who are the mentees of Socrates? Like there are lots of people who are famous in the world. Can you list down at least one of the Socrates mentee who learned from the Socrates?
No idea.
No idea. Let me reveal the magic. Socrates trained Plato. You might have heard about Plato.
Plato, yeah.
Yeah, Plato teach all the academics learned from Socrates to Aristotle. Aristotle also is another famous person. Aristotle taught the lessons being a mentor to the Alexander the Great. If you see, all the four people are reached already the top.
Yes.
So they have followed the system. Socrates to Plato, Plato to Aristotle, Aristotle to Alexander the Great. So if you want to reach the pinnacle state, pinnacle level, set all these four into the proper manner. So finally you will reach the top of the world, even though whatever the circumstances that you are going under. So let us take the inspiration from all these four people and build the level of leadership according to our convenience. So here there are 2 points to be noted. I have noted down them. The effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. The currency is not in the money. The currency is not in the properties or the luxuries that you have. The most valuable currency is the impact or the effect that you have on others. That is the most valuable currency. If you want to have the most valuable currency, just give impact to the others. Let us see the second point that we need to take from this book is getting to see others grow is the best gift that will come from learning how to be a great leader. You want to learn how to be a great leader, just see others grow as a gift. So we have like what we call as a greed or whatever the other things. when the other people grow, our Indian tendency or some philosophical natural phenomena is we try to make them down or we try to blame them or compare to other highest people. What we call it as a jealous, like we don't digest the other people's success. Instead, if you want to become a great leader, see others' growth as a best gift, which will help you to become a great leader. So this is another key lesson. So impact others and see others' growth as well as a best gift and learn from the others. These are the three powerful points to be noted. Let me repeat all the 5 levels of the leadership. First one is position. Set your position based on the values. Second one is permission. Build the rapport with the people that you want to set for. And third one is create a product or services with the help of productive tasks, break down into the minor tasks. Fourth one, distribute the tasks into the people and make sure that tasks done by them in proper timeline. Fifth level of leadership is pinnacle, reach the top based on success of all the top 4 levels. Scale it up. These are the key lessons of the book, The 5 Levels of Leadership. Let us move on to the second book summary, The Artist's Way. And in this book summary also, we are going to see what's in it, quote from the author, top 3 lessons and key lessons. So what in this contains? Reignite your inner artist. You have your inner artist. Everyone has their own inner artist. Just to reignite your inner artist, recover your creativity, and let the divine energy flow through you as you create your art. You have your own creativity in yourself. To recover that or to reignite that, read the book, The Artist's Way. Let us listen from the Julia Cameron. Serious art is born from the serious play. If you want a good artistic output, you need to treat that art as a play. Let us see the top 3 lessons. Writing morning pages to freely let your creativity flow. Write morning pages, early morning when you wake up, write down something on paper to freely let your creativity flow. If you feel stuck, ask for the people for prompts, like feedback. Ask other people for prompts so that you will in charge of your creativity. And the third powerful lesson that we need to grab from this book into daily life is think of yourself as a gardener who takes care of ideas. Think of yourself as a gardener who takes care of your ideas. Let us see the key learnings again of the same thing. First thing in the morning, let us see how to implement this artistic way in our daily life. First thing in the morning, sit down, let your thoughts wander and just write down what comes to the mind. Whatever comes to the mind, write down on the paper. Just do this for a week. Make it a page or two. Whatever the thoughts comes to your mind, write down on the paper, whether it is 1 paper or 2 paper. Nothing big, start small. Do this for a week and watch as magical things start to unfold. So do it for the next week until the next Friday. Just when you wake up early morning, take a paper and pen, write down the thoughts that comes to your mind, whatever the thoughts that comes to your mind. So that is the first thing that you need to do. Second thing is let other people give you prompts. When some people are discussing in their conversation or when some people are talking to you, just observe their words and try to take prompts from the other people. Write like you talk. So how do you write on the paper? How do you talk to other people? Like normal conversation, whether it may be in your regional language, local language, whatever it is. Write like you talk. And the fourth powerful lesson that we need to take is See yourself as a vessel that ideas just happen to flow through. How to do that? A gardener does not create a tree. A gardener does not create a tree. A gardener plants a seed and then takes good care of it, hoping it will one day bloom and turning into a big and beautiful tree. In the same way, being a gardener of your own ideas is all you have to do as an artist. So whatever the ideas comes to your mind, just be a gardener of your ideas. So plant a seed and take good care of it. That's it. The artist way suggests us to become as a gardener of ideas. How to do that? Early morning, sit down and write down 1 or 2 pages of your thoughts. Third book that we can see from here is Good People, written by Anthony Zan. Let us listen from here. This book is all about business and leadership, which explains the importance of focusing on and building integrity in the workplace, including why it's so vital if you want your company to be successful, how you can get it, and why an emphasis on the competencies alone won't cut it more. So Good People focuses on business and building integrity in the workplace. Like colleagues, how to treat the colleagues as a good people, how you can get it at, and how do you cut it the toxic people from your life. Let us hear from the author, Anthony Zan. Even if you only care about maximizing profits and returns, goodness and good people benefit from the bottom line as well. Suppose you as a senior CEO or manager are continuously thinking about maximizing profits and returns, your employees under you will get benefit no matter what. Why? Because your intention is pure to get profits and returns. Goodness and good people benefit the bottom line as well. Let us listen from the other author, Mary K. Ash. A company is only as good as the people it keeps. So if you want to have a good company or good organization, make it sure it contains the good people. Whoever the people it keeps, the company also will become according to that. You keep the good people, the company become good company. If you keep the toxic people, it will become a toxic company. Let us see the top 3 lessons. To optimize for the goodness, utilize the goodness pyramid. So we will see what is goodness pyramid. There is a goodness pyramid. So we will see one by one step in the key learnings. Beginning with the being truthful to yourself and others through integrity, self-awareness, humility. These are the 3 things. Integrity, self-awareness, and humility. So to optimize for goodness, utilize the goodness pyramid. Second lesson is compassion is a central component of goodness, and it means being generous and empathetic and open. So compassion means generous, empathetic, and being open. And the third powerful lesson of the book Good People is at the peak of goodness pyramid is wholeness, which means wisdom, love, and respect. Let us see the goodness pyramid again in the key learnings. So 3 pieces of the goodness pyramid. I recommend you to take the digital notes of this, which is more important. There are 3 pieces for goodness pyramid. First piece is truth. Second piece is compassion. Third piece is W, wholeness. TCW, truth, compassion, wholeness. So let us see the each and every category 3 things. In the 3 components of truth is nothing but humility, self-awareness, and integrity. So having self-awareness is one of the component of the truth. Integrity. Integrity means your mind, your thoughts, your words, your actions should be aligned. So if your words, thoughts, and actions are aligned, then you have the good integrity. That gives you the powerful help of the truth. So truth is the base of your pyramid of the goodness. So first build the pyramid or build the building based on the truth. Second element of the pyramid is compassion. Three traits to develop compassion are nothing but being openness, be empathetic, and be generosity. So being open and being empathetical and being generosity will help you to develop compassion. Empathy means putting yourself in the other person's shoes. Means whenever you face some other person's difficulties or challenges, you putting yourself into the person gives you empathy and rapidly build the compassion. So these three traits you need to develop. Be open to the things and be empathetic and be generous. So these are the three traits of to develop compassion. And the third thing is wholeness. Wholeness is nothing but completeness. How do you develop the wholeness? With the help of three things. One is love, respect, and wisdom. Love is does not mean like physical sex or whatever it is. Love is nothing but caring of each other, care of that each other's, and respect is nothing but valuing their opinions and behavior. Wisdom is nothing but what you learn from your technologies, whatever you learn from your specific field that you learn. So if you see the wisdom, it is the top of the pyramid. Where you see the bottom line of the pyramid is truth and compassion. When you have the truth and compassion in the top, in the bottom line, the wholeness and wisdom will be possible very easily. So that's how you can have surroundings with the good people. So if you want good, if you want to identify good people surrounded you, or if you want to become a good people, just imbibe these three things in your life. One is truth, second one is compassion, and third one is wholeness. If you imbibe these three in the goodness pyramid, then you are surrounded by the good people in your work area as well as in your business also. It will help you. Let us move on to the fourth book summary that we want to conclude today, which is nothing but brief answers to the big questions written by Stephen Hawking. So let us see what's in it, quote from other top 3 lessons and key learnings. So what's in it? This book tackles some of the universe's biggest miseries as Stephen Hawking explores the laws that governs the cosmos and the future of the humankind. You might have heard about aliens. You might have heard about climate changes or global warming, and you might have heard about all the specific global problems or universal problems. In the same way, current trend is AI. You might have heard about AI. In this book written by Stephen Hawking, he has given all the mysteries answers, all the answers for the mysteries related to aliens, related to climate change, related to AI as well. Let us see quote from the author. We are all time travelers. Remember this, we are all time travelers journeying towards together the future. Journeying together to the future. But let us work together to make that future a place we want to visit. So we are all time travelers. Let us make that future a place that we want to visit, or make it future as a dream place to visit, said by the Stephen Hawking. Let us see the top 3 lessons from this book. There is no definitive answer when it comes to the question of alien life. And second lesson is we need to take immediate actions to sustain our survival on the planet. third powerful lesson that we are going to cover is we need to be wary when it comes to keeping AI in check. So these are the three problems that we are going to see in our key learning. So here are the key learnings of the book. Aliens have always been a fascination for us earthlings. Means those who are living on the earth, they always get fascinated when it comes to alien. If you see the Avatar movie, if you see PK movie, there are lots of movies where many people are fascinated to know about the aliens. So our human beings are always fascinated. And the second thing that we are fascinated about is our planet, which is faced with the numerous threats and the changes of the long-term sustainability look bleak. So here are the two types of threats. So our planet is facing with the two types of the threats. Let us see the two types: controllable threats, uncontrollable threats. So we should focus our entire energy on the threats that we can control. So we need to focus on the controllable threats rather than focusing on the uncontrollable. So one of them that we can control is climate change, our health, diseases, and plastic usage. And you can control the global threats that you can have in your own control energy. So find out which threats that you can control and take actions accordingly. And the most important lesson of this entire summary session comes here. AI has the power to improve nearly all aspects of human life. Remember that AI has the power to improve nearly all aspects of human life. If you don't know AI, what is AI? It is nothing but artificial intelligence. You might have already heard about ChatGPT, and this ChatGPT is going to grow in massive and affect all the aspects of human life. Already it started its revolution. Lots of AI tools came into the market. But what happens if it is allowed to surpass human intelligence? We have our human intelligence. What if the AI has more intelligence than human? If AI may surpass human intelligence within this current century, that could make the possibility of a self-aware Skynet scenario all too real. In 2015, Stephen Hawking, Elon Musk, and several other AI experts signed an open letter on artificial intelligence calling for serious research into its impact on society. So no matter what, still there is lots of progress are coming on the AI. Let us see the next powerful key lesson. AI ethics is a quickly growing field of academic study. Right now, if you see the academics, many people are including the AI concepts in the computer science and other fields of education. Let's just hope it grows faster than AI's capability to advance our human intelligence. No matter how much AI progressed, our human control of AI is always have the higher impact. So let us see all the four book summaries once again. The 5 levels of leadership suggests us to focus on the position, permission, production, people management, as well as finally reach the pinnacle. And the second thing, the artist's way suggests us to rise up early morning, take a paper and pen, write down all the thoughts of your mind on the paper. And the third book that we have seen in this journey, Good People, says that if you want to surrounded with the good people, identify 3 characteristics for you, which is nothing but truth, compassion, and the third thing is wholeness. If you focus on these 3, truth, compassion, and wholeness, you will be surrounded by the good people. And the fourth book summary that we have seen is Brief Answers to the Big Questions, written by Stephen Hawking, which says the fascinating answers to the three challenges that we are facing in, which are nothing but aliens, how they are sustaining, and what are the proof of their existence. Second thing is the controllable change of our planet, controllable threats, whatever the threats that we are facing in our planet, that can be controllable with the help of our minute changes. And the third powerful lesson that we have seen is AI are going to have massive growth in the upcoming future. If you want to enhance your life or enhance your leadership, just absorb the AI into your life and try to work on that. Okay, thank you so much for your patience listening. I will give some time for Q&As right now. If you find any lesson valuable, share that lesson in the comments below. And we'll see you in the next week with the 4 another book summaries.